the trade period is among us, Noah, and I think the Dockers could be getting a little bit busier than people are anticipating. First of all, Judd McVee has requested a trade to the Fremantle Dockers. Now, this is a great move for us. Judd McVee has predominantly played as a defender, particularly early in his career. He was that sort of lockdown type, but as he's sort of matured at the AFL level, his skill with ball in hand, his composure in the back half, just his IQ, is a very smart player. Judd McVee has requested a trade to the Fremantle Dockers. He's going to, I hope, improve that ball movement from the back half and could potentially push up into the midfield or the wing. What do you make of this move?
Oh, it's a great move. I mean, the glaring hole that we were discussing all year was another line breaker off halfback because our ball usage at times was just far too slow. And to say that Judd McVee is going to fix all of our ball movement problems would be a bit naive, I think. I think we were a bit naive with how much we thought Shea Bolton would fix. Don't get me wrong, Shea had a good year. But I certainly think, I think at the start of last year, we thought that addition was going to take us further than we got. So I'm not going to be naive that Judd McVee is going to be the man to take us to the promised land. But, as you mentioned, the balance in the back line now is just going to be so, so good. To have both him and Geordie Clark running off there with their elite poise, elite sort of decision making. We don't have anyone back there with that sort of skill set at the moment apart from Geordie Clark. And it will allow our back line to become a little bit more rounded. And as I mentioned, we're filling gaps because I think we mentioned on a few pods ago, can you mention a few of these, or can you picture a few of these players lifting up a premiership cup for Fremantle? And I'm not going to name names, but I think Judd McVee probably replaces a player who we may not be able to envision lifting up a premiership cup for Fremantle. I think Judd McVee is the perfect mould to put into a team that had a good year. Don't get me wrong, we had 16 wins, but a team that still just needs that little bit of something. So, I'm a massive fan of the move, and I just hope it does. And that's the main thing. It just simply has to improve how we move the ball from the back half, which, if you put two and two together, it was our biggest problem in 2025, and hopefully that problem gets fixed. We win premiership.
Quick maths. Judd McVee in, Freo win the flag. So he's pretty much come in and played as much footy as he could since getting drafted from the D's. He played 25 games in 2023. In 2024, he played 23. I think he played 17 this year. So I think he did have a bit of injury this year. But you say we don't have great ball movement from our back half. I think a lot of that just needs to come from the players that we already have there backing themselves. Like in that elimination final, when we got going, it was Carl Warner and Heath Chapman really taking the game on. So I think if we have guys that can lock down and move the ball, like if you pair all of them together, give them a bit more license to take the game on. You got McVee, Clark, Bryan, Chapman, Warner. I think we got some weapons down there. So that's a exciting prospect to come into our club, which we expect to happen. What would you give up for him? Is it just like a second rounder, third rounder, something like that?
I would have thought so, yeah. I don't really want to be overpaying for him, and I don't think we will, considering... how long does he have left in his contract? Are you aware?
I'm pretty sure his contract's done. I think he's like a restricted free agent or something like that.
Okay, so in that case, we will give up something like... It'll be a second rounder, I assume. We currently have pick 11, pick 29, 38, 47, and 65. And then our future picks in 26 and 27. So we can ignore the future picks because we're not going to give up a first. To be honest, if we can get it done with 38, then that'd be pretty nice. And I think we'll be able to get it done with a pretty simple deal like that. I don't think Melbourne will be too stubborn about it. The Melbourne fans are gutted about losing him, by the way. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't just a list clogger we're bringing in because he can't get games for the Ds. Like, the Melbourne fans and internally at the club, they rate him really, really highly. And this is a really big loss for them. In 2023, he won their best first-year player. He's won a VFL senior premiership back in 2022. So... I think even just, you look at like a Neil Erasmus and a Jeremy Sharp and even Luke Ryan and Brennan Cox, all these guys who have won flags for Peel Thunder and how they've come on for Freo. I think winning a flag at state league level, I think gives you something. It gives you sort of that mentality to go and win.
The confidence to perform in big games. Like, he's done it before, even though VFL and waffle footy's a step down, like, still a high-pressure game, and he's done it before. So, good acquisition. Let's see how he fits into the Freo side.
I think there's a bit of 4D chess that's happening with the Judd McVee deal. Like, I think we are just picking up East Fremantle products slowly and shortly, former Chad Warner teammates, that in 2-3 years, we're just going to recruit him over. Chad Warner and Jeremy Sharp are very good friends. Chad Warner played with Judd McVee at East Fremantle at some level, or they've got a connection there. So, look, I don't want to say anything's happening, but I think David Walls knows what he's doing.
Yeah, well, Judd McVee was a part of that draft class with Erasmus and Amos as well. So,
yeah,
the chem's there. Maybe Van Rooyen wants to come home at some point, potentially.
No,
I don't know.
I'm all right.